Do you think that they're the team to beat in the NFC?
I think without a doubt. I think that they can play right or left-handed. It's been proven. They got behind, they come back, they can score quickly. Their defense is getting more confident. And one thing, all these analytical people, this process that Sam Hinkie devotes of the 76ers that want to just lose, winning is contagious. And winning is a formula that people buy into. And I think that last night was a perfect example that the Cowboys believe they can win, even though they got down behind and the Lions thought that they were playing for something bigger than they were. And I think clearly the Cowboys said, no, we know how to win and we're going to keep winning. And their defense has gotten better. David Irving has really made a difference. And then I thought Randy Gregory has showed flashes of what he could do, a little bit undisciplined, and they took advantage of that early in the game. But there's some elements of the team. Look, they're no different than the Patriots. They have to win with their offense, and they have to set their offense up to keep their opponent from having too much success. If they play Atlanta, their offense is going to have to win the game by controlling the football. Not that their defense can't get off the field, but they have to play complementary defense, and I think that's why they're the best team.
You convinced?
They're one of the teams to beat because he said Atlanta. You look at Atlanta, you look at great quarterback with Matt Ryan, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and playoff Eli. I don't know what it is about the playoffs compared to the regular season, Michael Lombardi. Maybe you know something. But
there's no switch that, at some point, Eli's got to play. Eli has trending downward this entire season.
But he's trended downward every year they've gotten to the playoffs and won the Super Bowl.
If you look closely at his numbers in 07 and 11, the year that he went, he was trending upward. And the offense, under the leadership of Ben McAdoo, is trending downward. I mean, let's just put things in perspective here. Last night, the Cowboys put an offensive display on second to none. The Giants, who have arguably some really good talented receivers, they have, according to Nick Wright, the greatest receiver that ever put on a uniform in Odell Beckham. But the reality here is they put 17 points on the board last night, and it was a struggle to score 17 against the Lions at home. I just don't buy into the rhetoric that all of a sudden the guy's just going to turn it on because he did it in the past. What's happened in the past is the past.
Okay, so the Cowboys are going to be one and done in the playoffs. Appreciate it. Go ahead, Skip. I mean, if that's the thing,
he's putting words in my mouth.
If that's the logic he's going to use, if he says Eli can't just turn it on, you're a
player. You're an ex-player. You're an ex-player.
Yes.
Did you just feel like you had a switch in your body you were going to turn on?
No, but
stopped. He answered the question.
No, but here's the thing. It wasn't always feast or famine for us. It wasn't a situation if we missed the play, we got to the playoffs, we win the Super Bowl. There were times we got to the playoffs, we didn't win. Eli seems to be, if he gets to the playoffs, he goes the distance. But I still believe Atlanta and Green Bay with their offensive firepower, because here's the thing. In order for them to continue to win, they can't turn the football over. They can't give a team like Green Bay with that offense. They can't give a team like Atlanta extra cracks at that defense. They have not turned the football. When they play teams that have great quarterbacks, they didn't turn the ball over against Washington. They didn't turn the ball over against Green Bay. The way these teams are playing now, you say you need to be on an uptick going into the playoffs. Atlanta's playing unbelievable. Green Bay is playing unbelievable. And if you give those two offenses extra cracks at that defense, bad things will happen.
Your Super Bowl pick in the NFC was
Seattle.
Seattle. Yeah. Why don't you mention them? Are you jumping off that bandwagon already?
Skip. Why are you worried about all my team has to do because
which one's your team?
Dallas.
Thank you, Joy.
Dallas is going to have to play either Green Bay or Atlanta. They're going to have to play one of them.
Maybe
Seattle might just be sitting in the catbirds.
Well, they won't have to play. They won't have to play them both. I mean, Atlanta's probably.
They're going to say they have to play one. They're going to have to play one.
They're going to have to play one of them. It's like New England's not potentially wouldn't have to play Kansas City and Pittsburgh.
Right.
So it depends on the seeding, and I think that clearly the way Detroit's trending, you have to believe that Green Bay is in fact going to get win the conference. Right. If they tie, believe this or not, if both Detroit and Green Bay tie, they both make the playoffs.
And Washington get left at home.
So Shannon Sharpe,
yes, sir.
My Dallas Cowboys are going to be 3 and done in the playoffs. Do the math on that.
Oh, you're picking to win the Super Bowl now.
I didn't say 3 and done. 3 games and then you're done because they're going to go 1-1-1, right? 2 wins at home and then they're going to the Super Bowl. So they'll be 3 and done because you can't play a 4th game, right?
I'm thinking more like Kentucky freshmen. 1 and done.
Oh, 1 and done. So I'm just going to speak to Michael Lombardi because he actually understands the intricacies of football.
We're in the same law firm, Lombardi and Sharpe.